Raining pretty bad out there. Got some lightning and thunder as well. Hopefully it'll pass over. Alright guys, well, got the multimeter out. I plugged in the camper to the van, put a 2x4 in there holding down the brakes, and went around and tested, make sure power was coming out of all these wires. They were all good, so I'm thinking the wires were just loose, bad connections. Like, see here, for some reason they put wire nuts for an outdoor application. When I pulled the wire nut off, it's pretty grimy in there and rusted a bit, so thinking that was the issue. I held this thing up to the magnet like that and you can hear it whistling, so should be working. So I guess I'm gonna reconnect all these, possibly take all the wire nuts off the other ones and resolder them maybe. I don't know, we're gonna make the connection better on all these though. Might also take all these off and repack the inside with grease, even though there's a fair amount of grease in there. Might as well put some more. This jack stand is sinking into the ground a little bit down there and starting to get a little bit crooked, so I'm going to put this jack under here as well, just in case the secondary stand doesn't hold it. Alright guys, well, got them all off. These ones are looking okay. I mean, I probably can just clean them off and spray some WD-40 in there or something, but this was the only one I found that is broken. This thing is wobbling around like that. All those pieces were just in there broken. Yeah guys, that's where I'm at right now. Let's try to figure it out. Alright guys, well, got the whole drum assembly off. Probably just get 2 new whole assemblies because these brakes are so old. That thing broke on them and stuff. I mean, 3 of them work, but they're so old, I think it would be better to have at least 1 good set of drum brakes on each side, just in case they gave out. I mean, I think they'll be fine, but I think it would be better to have 2 fresh ones on each side instead of just putting 1 fresh one on this side. So let's go over to the other side, get the other one of these off, and then we'll get all these bearings and pack them with new grease. Well guys, getting rained out, so guess just gonna have to call it a day and start working on this either tomorrow or the next day. I don't know how the weather's gonna be, but yeah guys, see you whenever it quits raining. All right y'all, it's the next day. Ended up raining pretty much all day, but I think we got a little break to do a little bit of work out here. So here's the old drum assembly. We got the new ones right here. As you can see, this one right here is for the left side. This is the right that I took off. So you can see this piece is on the left, This piece is on the right. So let's get these mounted up. But before I do that, I want to come over here on each side and spray some water in there and get all those cobwebs and stuff out. So also get off all this stuff that got wrapped up in there over the years. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and clean these out a bit with the hose. All right, y'all, well, that's pretty clean enough at least. So let's go ahead and get these drum assemblies bolted on both sides. Then we can go ahead and grease up these bearings, possibly rub a little bit of sandpaper on the inside of these covers, and then we'll get those mounted up. Got all these cleaned off, and I got some of the grease out from inside there. So I'm gonna let them dry for a bit, and then we'll shove some grease down in all those, put the bearings back in, and put them back on. All right, well, got them all attached, tested out the brakes. Both working on this side, and the new one on the other side is working as well. But the one in the back over there is not working. I'm thinking maybe we just need to drive it around a bit and maybe it'll break loose and start working. I mean, I put the multimeter on it and it's getting power, so it should be working. If not, I'm gonna have to take it off over there and try to see what's wrong with it. Maybe a loose wire or something inside, or maybe it's just too corroded to move. So yeah, also was looking in here, and we have these shock absorbers. There's 4 of them. I think the guy we bought this from years ago was going to put them on and never did. I was thinking maybe I should just put those on while I have everything off, and started counting the bags, and there's only 6 bags. I need 8, so I'm going to hold off on those, try to figure out where I can buy these bookings from. In the meantime, I think I'm just going to put the wheels back on, and I temporarily put wire nuts on here just like they had before. I know I was saying that's not good, but I'm gonna eventually take the tires off to replace these shock absorbers, and then I'll do a better connection on those. I'll solder them up and put shrink tubing around it. But yeah guys, let's get these tires back on. Well, the camera turned off while I was putting back on those wheels, so I don't know what y'all missed, but got it back on the ground. So all I need to do now is attach it to the van, take it for a little test drive, and see if those brakes are working. Trailer slid over off that brick, so hopefully I'll be able to jack it up without it sinking into the ground. Well, just a little bit too low, so guess I'm gonna have to jack it up with the jack and some wood or something. Alrighty, there we go. Alright y'all, well, we're back out here 2 days later. Took this thing out for a little test drive. Couldn't really tell if the brakes are working or not because I wasn't really going too fast. Probably should just jack it up and spin the tires and have someone hit the brakes to really tell if they're working. But seemed like they were working a little bit because I did slow down pretty quick. But I don't know if that was the brakes on the van or brakes on this helping me as well. But yeah. Anyways, let's try to fix this door handle. I've been using 2 screwdrivers, sticking them in here like this and twisting to open the door. But yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of that and it's starting to wear out the inside a little bit. So if I keep doing that, eventually it might not open at all. So we're gonna try to get that fixed. Also ordered a bunch of replacement LED bulbs for all the lights, like those and stuff, and all the lights in the back. Also got 2 new LED brake lights for the back as well. But yeah, let's try to fix this door. This replacement handle I got is actually a little bit too short. As you can see when I line it up, it's not sticking this way far enough. It's off by like an inch. Maybe somehow we can move apart from this one to the new one, or figure something out. But yeah guys, let's get right into it. Alright y'all, well, after looking at it side to side, taking it apart a bit, I don't think it's gonna work because they didn't really make this thing to where it's supposed to be taken apart, and I don't really think I'm gonna be able to put this piece on there. So probably just gonna have to find a whole new locking mechanism, just like the other one, just smaller. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. Let's go ahead and install all these LEDs. All right, y'all, got all the LED bulbs in. There was 2 on the side that I forgot about and didn't order bulbs for. They're the same size as these, and I only got 2 just for the back end. I need 2 more for each side, so I'm gonna have to order those and I'll get those replaced. But yeah, got them in. Had to super glue this corner right here. It's still drying, that's why I didn't tighten the bolt all the way. And also had to super glue this side as well. And these lenses are pretty much impossible to find. I don't think they make them anymore. Seen one online that I found for $50, but it already sold. So I might have to order some aftermarket ones, but I'll have to replace the frame behind the lens that holds everything in place. And those are held in place by rivets like these, so I'll have to figure out how to get the rivets out if I end up doing that. So it's kind of a pain, but I'll figure it out. Also, these bulbs down here I forgot about. I don't know if they're burnt out or not, but if they are, I'm gonna have to get the same size these ones take, and I can order those as well. So I guess I need to order 4 more instead of 2 more. But yeah, guys, got all those bulbs in. So now let's try to figure out how to install those shock absorbers and see if the back right brake still isn't working. And if it isn't, try to figure that out. Wow, this one doesn't even have one on it. Guess that makes it easier for me. Oh, y'all, got them installed. This thing I had issues getting off the nut at the end because it was all rusted and the bottom one was bent, so I had to screw them in a little bit, exposing a little bit of good thread on top of the bolt, and then I marked them with the hacksaw and then finished them off with the reciprocating saw. And this side didn't even have one on it, so I don't know what happened to it. Someone must have been working on it years ago. Forgot to put it back on. But anyway, I was about to put back on the tires and remembered I put wire nuts on here temporarily. So let's get those wire nuts off and make that connection a little bit better. I was about to redo all these connections where the wire nuts are going to the brakes and also figure out why this brake wasn't working, but instead I just decided to get another pair of brand new brakes, put them on the back because I don't really feel like doing this job again anytime soon. So let's put on these brake assemblies real quick and then we'll go around, take these wire nuts off and make those connections better. right, y'all, got all those connections soldered and shrink wrapped, so that should hold a lot better than the wire nuts that were on there before. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and put back on these wheels before it gets dark out here. All right, y'all, well, a few lights are working, a few aren't. This one I took the cover off and wiggled it around and it started to work, so I think the ground is just a little bit corroded, so I need to clean that out. These ones up here, I have no idea, because I can wiggle these around and nothing's turning on and they look pretty clean, so I don't know. Maybe a fuse inside or something needs to be changed, I don't know. Also, the blinker light isn't working too good on this one either, so maybe there's a fuse inside for that as well. But now all we need to do is figure out this latch situation and the lights. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I'll pick this video back up when we figure out this issue and the lights.